You don't have to, but I recommend it. Pilates teacher recommended. It's like doctor recommended. Okay, so we'll start off just having a seat. If you like, you can take a block or blanket to elevate the hips. And you just want to create this nice length through your spine. If you have, what do I do with them? If you have weights, grab them and keep them handy, 1 or 2 pounds. If you don't have weights, you can use water bottles. You can use a soup can, whatever you sort of have lying around your house, or you're welcome to go without. So let's sit up nice and tall. We'll start off with a couple deep breaths. Breathing in through your nose. And breathing out. Once again, deep inhale. And then from here, we'll breathe in. And as you breathe out, exhale it out from the mouth. Once again, inhale, grow tall. Exhale, blow it out. From here, just dropping your ear toward the right shoulder. We'll come back to the center and dropping your ear toward the left shoulder, getting a stretch of the head and neck back to center and right shoulder. Grow tall and back to the left shoulder. And then from here, gazing over that right shoulder. Make sure you're lengthening up through the crown of the head, gaze over the left, back to the right, and center and to the left. From here, drop your chin to your chest. And then gazing up. And chin to your chest. And gazing up. And we'll go through a couple of shoulder rolls. So shrugging the shoulders up by the ears. Draw your shoulder blades down and onto your back. 2 more like that. Shrug your shoulders. Draw the shoulder blades down onto your back. Last one. Reversing that circle. Shrug them. Bring them forward. And shrug. Bring it forward. 2 more. Nice and easy. And this time, take your shoulders down and onto the back. Take the hands down to your sides. Fingertips barely touch. Sweeping the arms on your next breath in. Join the palms overhead and think of pressing the space away. Reach out through your fingertips. Inhale, arms sweep, open across your chest. Take the palms together and then press the space away. 1 more like that. Inhale, reach the arms, lift the gaze here. Exhale, press the space away. The next time you inhale, we'll take the arms all the way up. Take a side bend over to your right. And then inhale, reaching back to the center. Exhale, up and over to the left. And inhale, center. Exhale, back to the right. And inhale. Exhale, up and over to the left. The next time you inhale, reach it over to the right, and this time we'll hold. Grounding down through that opposite sitting bone here. Turn the chest up, turn the gaze up. Reach out through those fingertips. Take another deep inhale. On your next breath in, sweeping that arm by the ear, and bring it all the way up and over to the left. Hold here. Find that length from your fingertips all the way through to that sitting bone, chest turning up, turn the gaze up here. 1 more breath. Inhale, rise. Moving on the breath once again. Rotate, twist to your right. Inhale, arm sweep. Exhale, rotate, twist left. Inhale, arms reach overhead. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, sweep the arms. Coming into a dynamic stretch to start, and then the next time you inhale, take the arms all the way up. We'll take a twist to your right and hold this time. Come onto the fingertips. Grow a little bit taller from here. Come into that twist. So lengthening the crown of the head toward the ceiling. Deepening that twist. 1 more breath. Inhale, take the arms all the way up. Take a twist to your left this time. Growing tall. And then just twisting out. Pull the belly up and in, creating space. And then twisting into that space. 1 more breath. Inhale, arms sweep. Exhale, press the space away. This time, inhale, lifting up halfway. Wrap the arms here. Start to go through some circles, warming up the spine. You can allow the weight of the head to release. 1 more in this direction. And then reverse. Coming in that opposite direction. Nice and easy. And releasing from here, releasing your blanket. We'll come to a seat here. And sitting up nice and tall, bring the feet so they're sitting bone width apart. Spread through the toes, lengthen up through the crown of the head. Take your hands back behind your thighs. Take a breath in. So your exhale, you're going to curl your tail under, round your spine, let that draw you back. And as you inhale, reach the crown of the head up toward the ceiling. Exhale, scoop the belly, stretch around, curl the tail under. Inhale, grow tall. Release the hands if you like. Keep that sense of adducting, drawing in toward the midline. Tailbone draws back, reach the crown of the head up. Exhale, scooping the belly, navel to spine, reaching down. And then lengthen up through the crown of the head. One more like that. Exhale, scoop it around. The next time you reach out, take the hands back behind the thighs. This time we're hinging from the hips. And then rise up, grow tall. Exhale, lean back, hinging from your hips. Keep your rib cage dropping down. Exhale and hinge. And you can stay here or release the arms from here. Keep that weight in the feet. Hinge, moving back. So you're leaning straight back behind you. Imagine you have a rod through your spine on this one. Lengthen as you reach back. One more like that. Exhale, hinge. Nice. The next time that you hinge, we're going to rotate, open the chest up to the right. And then sweep the arm around. Rotate left. And open it. So think of bending that elbow back when you're drawing back the bow. Rotate the chest, open to the left here. Use your breath. Sweep the arm around. Bend that elbow straight back, reach. Coming into those obliques. One more to the left, rotate. Nice. From here, come on back up. We'll join the palms. Lean back. From here, we're going to rotate right, rotate left. Try and keep those thumbs right in the middle of your chest. So you're making sure you're not moving from your arms, you're rotating from your belly button. Rotate, rotate. Try not to let one knee come forward to the other. Rotating spine is nice and long. 4 more. Here's 3. Keep the palms pressing together. 2. Last one. And rise up. From here, hands back behind the thighs. We'll scoop the belly and let's roll it down. Navel draw into your spine. Roll all the way down. Take the feet in toward the sitting bones here. We're going to slide the hands onto the lower belly. Pull the navel into the spine. And then make sure those feet are all the way in so you can almost reach down and grab your ankles. And then from here, press the low back into your mat. Come through a pelvic tuck. Allow your back to arch. Navel to spine. Press your low back down. And then allow your back to arch up off the mat. 2 more like that. Scoop the belly. And allow the back to arch. Last one, navel to spine, not jamming, but pressing the low back into the floor. And then allow the back to arch. And then come to that point where you're not jamming the low back down or letting the back over arch. Release the arms to your sides. Coming into some marching, release those right toes. And then the left. So make sure you're moving from your hip here, not from the knee. Nice and easy. You should feel that engagement of the lower belly. Try not to let that pelvis change shape. The next time you lift the left toes away, bring the right toes up. Bring that right knee to meet the left. Reaching from your hip joint, not from the knee joint. So you're keeping that 90-degree in the angle of the leg. Tap the toes, lift up. Tap the toes, should feel that engagement through the low belly. Left, tap, lift. Rib cage is dropping down here. 2 more, just like that. Use your exhale. We're going to draw the knees together. This next set, lower halfway and slow lift back up. And lower halfway. Make sure you're not moving from your knee joint. So this shape stays the same. You're lowering halfway to the floor. Slow rise back up. 2 more like that. Squeeze those inner thighs together. Slow lift. Last one. We're going to ends of the knees are right over the hips. Take the arms to a T. Reach over to the right into a hover. We'll lift back to the center. Coming up and over to the left, coming into that hover. So think of that opposite shoulder blade pressing down into the floor here. Scoop your belly. Coming toward the right. And slowly center. And up and over to the left. Maintaining that 90-degree angle of the legs. 1 more each side. Opposite shoulder blade pressing down. Come back to the left. Release it down 1 foot at a time. Walk the feet in toward the sitting bones. Release your arms at your sides, scooping your belly. Press your low back down and start to peel the hips away, coming into a bridge. Get this sense of adducting, so drawing in toward the midline, lower down 1, vertebrae at a time. Press the low back down, peel the hips up, chin coming to the chest. Hip points lift toward the ceiling. Lowering down bone by bone, a little hugging in here, like you're squeezing a ball between the thighs. 2 more, low back presses down, hips peel away. Think of using this abdominal control as you roll down, upper back, middle back, lower back, all the way down to your tailbone. And the next time you lift up, we're gonna hold this one at the top. Make sure the knees aren't tucking out, so drawing in toward the midline here, lower just an inch, and lift an inch. Squeezing those glutes, lowering and lifting. And lower just a little, lift just a little. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and last one. Roll it down bone by bone, nice and slow, using that abdominal control. From here, lift the head, take the hands back behind the head, elbows are wide, sink your navel to your spine, scoop your belly, we'll lift the tips of the shoulder blades. Lift a little bit higher from here, slow lower back down. Exhale and lift. Lift a little higher, elbows are wide. Slowly lower, 2 more like that. Make sure you're keeping about the size of your fist between the chin and the chest here. This is a chest lift, it is not a crunch. Last one, so you're not tensing up the head, neck, and shoulders, and you're making sure you're engaging that rectus abdominis. Last one, from here, we're gonna come into rotation, and then come back to the center, rotate left, and lift up right here in the middle, and lower all the way back down. Scoop the belly, peel it up, rotate right. Slow center, rotate left. Slow center, lift up in the middle, lower back down. Exhale, peel, rotate, and rotate, and lift. Try not to tense up the head, neck, and shoulders. Lift, and rotate, and lift right here. Last time through. And we'll lift in the middle. From here, lift a little bit higher. Take the hands back behind the thighs. Your navel to your spine. Little pulses right here. Lifting up for 2, 3, 4. Try not to tense up the head and neck. 8, 9, and 10. Give your knees a hug. Go ahead and rock this out. You can do a little circle, releasing that sacrum down into the floor. Take your head side to side and just release any tension you're hanging onto in the head, the neck, the shoulders. We'll take the feet down one at a time. Scoop the belly, find that neutral pelvis so you're not letting the back overarch here or dip the low back down. Lift the right foot away, then the left. Knees are right over top of the hips here. Reach the arms to shoulder height. We'll float the arms up and start to drop the page down. Nod your chin to your chest, tips of the shoulder blades lift, and then release back down. Try not to tense up the head and neck. Exhale, lift. Prep for 100. 1 more. We're going to hold this one at the top, scooping the belly. Knees directly over the hips, start to pump the arms. So make sure your knees aren't in toward the chest here. They're going to come directly over the hips, engaging that TA band. Stay here and lengthen the legs up toward the ceiling. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Try not to tense up the head, neck, and shoulders. If this is too much, you can always lower the upper body down or take a ball back behind the head for support. Go ahead and lower the legs down to about 45 degrees. Keep that squeeze of the inner thighs. Staying here or slow lift and slow lower. Try not to swing the legs. Slow lift, pumping the arms. Slow lower, engaging the lower belly. Slow lift and slow lower. Pumping the arms here, inhaling and exhaling. Last one, we'll hold this one. Inhale, arms pumping, exhale, and lower down. Knees into your chest, rock it out. Take a little release of that low back. Take your head side to side, release any tension. And then from here, we'll rock along the spine and come on up to your feet. We're gonna get ready for rolling like a ball. So we're gonna find that T-shaped curve with the low back. Draw your navel into your spine. Curl the tail under, lift one foot and then the other way. Rocking just back of the sitting bones here and rock to come up. Keeping the same distance between chest and thighs throughout. Try not to let the knees come any closer to the chest. Moving back just an inch or two. And then holding at the top. You're welcome to stay here just working on this. Or without using your momentum, drawing the navel into the spine, rock along your spine to rock back. Rock to come up and balance at the top. Exhale. Make sure you're keeping that same distance between chest and thighs throughout. You're moving in one piece, so you're not moving your knees any closer to the chest. Stay here or make yourself a little tighter in your ball. Maybe grabbing the ankles and bringing your forehead to your knees. Use your exhale. 2 more just like that. Last one. We're gonna hold this at the top. Go ahead and lengthen your right leg. Lengthen the left. Broaden across your collarbones. And go ahead and reach the inner thighs together. Reach the arms. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Hug everything in. Breath in. Exhale, release the feet to the floor. Take your hands back behind your thighs. Sink your navel to your spine. Roll all the way back down, bone by bone. Engaging those abdominals. Lengthening one leg and then the other long onto your mat. See if you can squeeze the inner thighs in here. Take the hands to the low back. Make sure there's not a big gaping space between the low back and the neck. Sink your navel to your spine. Drop your rib cage towards your pelvis. Float the arms up at shoulder height, and as you take the arms up overhead, drop your rib cage down. Exhale, nodding the chin to the chest. Start to peel bone by bone. And then reach out and over the toes, rounding the spine, coming into the roll up, peeling back down, bone by bone. Use that abdominal control. Squeeze the inner thighs in toward the midline. Float the arms up overhead, but drop your rib cage down. Peel, peel, peel. Use your breath. Reach out and over the toes, hollowing out the belly. Inner thighs hugging in. Slow release, bone by bone, all the way back down. Arms float up. Rib cage drops down. Squeeze those inner thighs. Round, round, round. Reach out and over the toes. Reach. And then hollowing out the belly, bone by bone. Inner thighs hugging in. Arms float up. Rib cage drops down. Let's do 2 more. Squeezing the inner thighs. Working through that sticking point. Breathe. If you need to, you can bring your hands back behind your thighs for support to help you rise up. Last one, rising up. You can also find a weight to use for that lower body. On this one, we're going to come all the way back down and prep for roll over. So taking the arms up overhead here, float the arms back down at your sides. Press weight into the palms, bend in one knee, and then the other here, taking the feet to the floor. Go ahead and lengthen the legs one at a time up toward the ceiling, ground down through the palms, shoulders away from the ears. Separate the legs with mat width apart. Lower down to 45, inner thighs connect. Slow lift back up, slow separate. Slow lower, inner thighs connect. Slow lift. Slow separate, slow lower, inner thighs connect, slow lift. Let's go through a couple more just like this. Keep grounding down through the palms and keep pressing down through the shoulder blades down into the floor. Then next time you connect your legs, we'll slow lower with the legs together, then separate, slow lift, inner thighs connect. So remember, just the width of your mat, maybe just a little bit further apart. Slow separate, or slow lower, slow separate, slow lift, inner thighs, one more. And we're gonna bring the inner thighs together at the top. Drawing a circle on the ceiling, we'll carve out that circle to the right. And circling to the left. Coming into corkscrew from here. Keep the inner thighs connected. You can keep with that circle smaller, start to make your circle bigger. Swinging the legs and maybe peeling the hips up. And it's a swing and a lift. And swing and a lift. So you can keep the hips on the floor here or add a little suspension at the top. Make sure that you're on the shoulder blades, not on your neck. And this last one, we'll lower it down, reaching through the feet for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take the arms back up overhead. Inner thighs connect. Scoop the belly. And roll it up to a seat. Nice. Take a little stretch here at the top. You can take a bend in the knees as needed. And we'll grab the weights. And sit up nice and tall. Take a hand to the lower back. Make sure that you have this inward curve of the spine, scooping the belly. Needed, you can elevate the hips or take a bend in the knees to make sure you're sitting up on those sitting bones. Reach the arms to a T. Weights if you like. Scoop the belly. Rotate right. Come back to the center using those obliques. Rotate to the left. Try and keep those arms directly in line with your sides. And don't let the arms come forward as you come into that twist. Micro bend the elbows here. Scoop the belly. Making sure one foot's not coming way forward to the other. If there's a slight adjustment, that's okay. But you're trying to twist from your belly button here. And rotate right once again. Slow it down. Rotate left. Spinal twist. We're going to take the arms forward from here, bring your palms to face down, bend the right elbow up. As you come into that rotation, lengthen the arm, exhale, rotate, left elbow bends back. Slowly extend, rotate. And slowly lengthen. And rotate left. Nice, one more each side. Drawing that elbow back, engaging the shoulder here. And we'll release, lie forward on your mat. Take your hands back behind your thighs, scoop your belly, and come on back down. Nice, this time planting that left foot on the floor. Take the right leg up toward the ceiling. Reach your arms at your sides, ground down through the palms. From here, we're gonna flex and point. Take a circle in the ankle. And circling the other way. And then scooping your belly here, drawing that navel into your spine. We're gonna carve out a circle on the ceiling using that big toe. You wanna make sure the hips are still. So hips stay still as you carve the circle. That's where the work is happening. Make the circle bigger if you like, and you can lengthen that left leg long if you like. All the way out and around, back to center each time. Use your breath, 4 more. Here's 3. Last one. And hold this at the top. Reverse that circle. All the way out and around. Grounding down through the palms, shoulders away from the ears. Last 2. We're going to draw the knee into the chest here. So get this stretch to the front of the hip. A little breather here. When you're ready, take that foot to the floor. We'll take this left leg up toward the ceiling and flex and point. So reach to the heel, point the foot, reach to the heel, and then circle the ankle. Circling the other way here, navel to spine, scoop the belly, ground down through the palms. Trace a circle on the ceiling with that big toe. Check your hips. Are you letting those hips move? Don't. Hips stay still, just the leg in the hip joint. Stay here, lengthen that right leg. If that causes you any tightness at all in the front of the hip or the back of the leg, then don't lengthen the leg. Rounding down through the palms, 3 more. Here's 2. Let's do 1 more for good measure. I might have miscounted. And reverse that circle. Navel to spine, keep those hips still. This is where the work is happening. Engaging that core. So you gotta always have a mover and a stabilizer in Pilates. Last 2. Last 1. Hug the knee in towards your chest here. Get a release of the front of that hip. And we're gonna take a stretch here. So taking that foot down to the mat. Bend your right knee in, cross the ankle over the knee. Stay here, figure 4 stretch. If you're already feeling the stretch, you can bring your hands back behind the thigh. Breathe into this stretch for the hip. And we'll take that leg up, take a circle of the ankle. Circling the other way, try and relax your shoulders away from the ears. Flex, draw it in here. Point, lift it up. Last one, we're gonna hold this one. Breathe. And then lengthen that leg long. So scoot your hips maybe 2 inches to your right here. Taking this knee across the body, setting up for a twist. The weight of that right shoulder blade release to the floor. And we'll unwind. Left ankle, right knee this time. So staying here or release the foot. Hands can come back behind the thigh. If that causes you any tension at all in the upper body, then just keep the arms released to your side. Draw a little closer, keeping the feet flexed. We'll lengthen the leg. If you like, take a little circle. Circling the ankle the other way, flex, draw it in, and point, lift up. Last one, we'll hold this one. Keep the feet flexed, toe strolling back, lengthen the right leg this time. Scoot your hips a bit to your left. Take this knee across the body. Twist, breathe. And release. Take those legs long, reach the arms up overhead. Take a stretch, fingers to toes. And then bending those knees in one at a time. Go ahead and take the feet to the floor, reach your arms to your sides, press your low back down, heel your hips up, coming into a bridge. We'll shift weight into the left foot, take this right leg up toward the ceiling. We're gonna flex and reach, and point and swing. Flex, reach through that heel, point and swing. 1 more this way, and then you're welcome to stay like this, or dip the hips, lift, flex, reach, and point swing. Dip, lift, flex, reach, point swing. 2 more. This is it. Bend this knee in, take the foot to the floor here. Use that abdominal control, roll it down bone by bone. Take a breather. Press the low back down, peel the hips away, chin coming to your chest. Lengthen the knees toward that opposite wall, bring weight into the right foot, left leg extends. Flex and reach, wing swing. So try and keep the hips level here. Take a peek, is that left hip dipping? Try and keep the hips where they are. Let's add on from here. Dip, lift, flex, reach, point swing. Dip, lift. 2 more. Last one. And we're gonna bring it up to the ceiling, bend the knee. Take your foot to the floor, roll it on down. Nice, walk your feet out to the edges of the mat here. You can just take a moment to neutralize this. Take your knees to your left, to your right. After you've gone through a couple of cycles, lengthening those knees in the opposite direction, give your knees a hug here. Take a little circle if you like. And we're gonna set up for the ab series. So we're gonna release this left foot. Bring this right knee so it's directly in line with the hip in that tabletop position. So don't draw it into your chest. Interlace the fingers underneath the knee, lengthen the left leg, scoop your belly, lower down 45 degrees, nod your chin to your chest, tips the shoulder blades a lift. You're just gonna switch and switch. So legs are gonna brush. They're gonna come straight down the midline, and they're gonna brush in between hands here, or extend through the arms. Navel drawing to your spine, scoop your belly, let them brush. Last set here. We're gonna bend the left knee in and then bend both knees in. Reach out through the arms and legs, wrap it in, knees just over hips. Reach and a wrap, squeeze those inner thighs. It's a reach and a wrap. 2 more. From here, hands back behind the right thigh, and it's a double pull, and let the legs scissor and switch, double pull. Hands can come back behind the thigh or that calf if you're more flexible. Make sure you're bringing the leg towards you, not lifting yourself up to the leg. Let them scissor in the air, so hugging the midline. Let that opposite leg be still actively working. Last set. And we're gonna bring hands back behind the head here for support. This time coming into double straight leg, squeeze those inner thighs. It's slow lower and slow lift. If this is feeling like too much on the head, neck, and shoulders, lower the upper body down, take a break. Squeeze those inner thighs. Try not to swing the legs, last one. And from here, we're gonna bend that right knee in, lengthen the left leg, rotate right. And you're gonna crisscross center, rotate left. Elbows wide. Navel drawing to your spine, rotate. Think straight down the midline here. Rotate, coming into that twist. Using those obliques, don't think elbow to knee. Think rotating to the front and then the back of the room, last set. And give your knees a hug. Release the head and neck, take a little release here, circling one way. Circle it the other way, we'll reach the arms up overhead here. Take those stretch fingers to toes. And then as you're ready, rising up. Nice, this time, reaching forward, we'll go ahead and come forward on the mat a bit. Make sure you have enough room to rock back. And then we're gonna bring that C-shaped curve to the spine like we did the warm up. From here, let the knees drop open. And then you're welcome to take hands behind the thighs or the calves. You'll lengthen that right leg and then the left. So top of the spine is long. You're broadening the collarbones a bit. Low spine is tucked under. Scoop your belly. We're going to take those inner thighs together. Slow separate. Inner thighs connect. Slow separate. Just the width of your mat here. Belly is scooping. Use those inner thighs to connect the legs. Exhale, reach. Slowly separate. One more like that. Exhale. Nice. From here, scoop your belly, navel to spine. We're going to rock along the spine and rock to come up. Lengthen. Exhale. And rock to come up. Lengthen at the top. So think of broadening across the collarbones a bit. Try and keep that same distance between your chest and thighs throughout. Just like rolling like a ball. Open leg rocker, 2 more. Exhale, draw it back. Last one here. We're gonna hold this at the top, flex the feet, reach for the heels, and then from here, rolling the tails around the spine, reach forward. Bring the legs to the hands, rock it back, scoop the belly, hold this, slow release. Fold over, hollow out the belly. Inhale, grow top. Exhale, reach, rock it back. Flex the feet, slow, lower. Hollow out the belly, fold over. This is it, reach. Nice. On this last one, we'll flex the feet, hollow out the belly, and fold over. So like someone's got you by the waist, you're reaching it back as you reach forward, spine stretch forward. Lengthen up to the crown of the head. We're gonna take the legs a little wider from here. Flex your feet, draw the toes back, navel draw into your spine, scoop your belly. Make sure, again, you've got this length through the spine. If you need to, bend the knees. You don't want to be in a curled spine here with the tail tucked under. Reach the arms, rotate right, reach a little further. Inhale back to center, grow tall, rotate left. Reach a little further, inhale, lengthen, rotate, reach. Rotate. Like you're sawing off that pinky toe, really flex the feet here. You're engaging those quads. You're also helping to stretch and open that opposing muscle, the hamstring. One more set, right and left. Reaching for that opposite pinky toe like you're sawing it off. Reach. Reach a little deeper. Nice. From here, we'll release back to center. Go ahead and bring your legs together here. Slide forward on your mat. You can grab a little sip of water. Hands back behind your right thigh. Come all the way back down onto your back. Nice. Release the feet here. And we're going to take that stretch, fingers to toes. Release the low belly. Find that full extension through the legs. Nice. And from here, we'll swing it around. So coming onto your belly, we're going to slide the hands so they're up underneath the shoulders here. You can kind of rock it side to side. Press the tops of the feet into the mat and then hug the elbows in from here. Go ahead and peel up. Make sure you're not just pressing into your hands. And then slow to release back down. So legs are actively engaged. Pressing the tops of the feet into the floor so much. Kneecaps lift away. Back and neck is long. Glutes are squeezing. Slow release. 2 more like that. Rising up. Squeeze those glutes. Lift. Lift a little higher. Slow release. Elbows hugging in. Last one. Back extension. Rising up. And we'll lower down and release the arms at your sides like you've got a stripe running down the pants this time. Shoulders roll back, rise. Keep the back of the neck long, lift a little higher, slow release, and peel away. Back of the neck long, squeeze, lift a little higher, slow release. Once again, lift, engaging the glutes here, whole back body working. Don't strain the neck, so looking down towards your mat. One more, rising up. Lift up a little higher. We'll take the cheek to the mat, lower down. Shimmy those hips. Woo. And slide your hands underneath your shoulders. Pressing up here, folding back. So bend the knees, bring the knees a little wider, and hip width. Relax the forehead on the mat. Take a breath in. Exhale it out. Nice. We're gonna come onto all fours from here. Just start to cat-cow your spine. So extending the heart with the chest. And then curling the tail under, round up through the spine. Exhale. Think of pressing into the floor as you round all the way up. Hollow out the belly here. Press into the floor. Press the floor away. Get that nice stretch to the back. Last one. Nice. From here, we'll go ahead and slide the hands forward. Tuck your toes, lift your knees. Take your hips up and back. Start to pedal those feet, bending a knee and straightening through a knee. And we'll get this nice stretch to the backs of the legs. So heels are lengthening toward the floor. Pressing into the hands here, chest moving toward the thighs. Go ahead and walk your hands back towards your feet. We're gonna fold over the legs here. You can take a little bend in the knees. Let the heavy, heavy. Shake it yes, shake it no. Softening the knees here. Stack one vertebrae on top of another. Roll the shoulders back to the top. We'll stand tall. I'm gonna take my mat back a little further so that you can see me. We're gonna come to the back of the mat here. Bring your feet so they're about sitting bone width apart. Make sure your feet are parallel and that the toes point straight ahead. Your navel's drawing to your spine. We're gonna come into a roll down. So you can imagine you're peeling away from a wall, tucking the chin to the chest. Upper body, middle body, lower body. And then as you come back up, press into the floor, stack one vertebrae on top of another, just like you did to come down. Roll your shoulders back to the top for a top, chin to your chest, peel the upper body away from that wall. Arm the upper back, the middle back, all the way to the lower back. Let the head hang here. Soften the knees, but actively press the feet into the floor so legs are actively engaged. Roll it up to stand, shoulders roll back. Two more like that. Feeling down. And then as you come up, stack one vertebrae on top of another. Roll your shoulders back here, grow tall. Last one. Chin to the chest, peeling down. And then peel back up. Stack one vertebrae on top of another. Shoulders roll back. From here, we'll grow tall. We're going to add on. So chin to the chest, peeling down, coming into that roll down. Take your hands to the floor. This time, we're going to walk it all the way out until we come into a high plank. And then take a moment to set the shoulder blades onto your back firmly. Lower the knees down to your mat or not. The elbows are hugging in, so you can lower down 2 inches. You can lower down halfway. You can lower down nose to your mat. Head is in line with the spine. Tuck your toes, lift your hips up and down. You need a Pilates push-up. Walk the hands toward the feet, soften the knees, and roll it up to stand. So one vertebrae stacking on top of another here. Roll your shoulders back and grow tall. Chin to your chest, peel it down, peeling away from that wall. Walk the hands all the way up. Shoulders are in line with the wrists. Take a moment to engage the shoulder blades here, scooping the belly, head in line with the spine, lowering and lifting. Elbows hugged in. Press the floor away. We're just holding your plank or your plank with the knees on the floor. And then tuck the toes, lift the hips. Walk the hands all the way back toward the feet. Try not to rock side to side. Soften your knees and roll it up. Deeply, you're pressing the floor away here. Last thing comes up, shoulders, neck, and head, chin to your chest. Peel on down. We'll walk it out here, shoulders in line with your wrists. Option to lower the knees. Elbows hug in. Pressing up for 2. Try not to let that chin come forward, 3. And tuck the toes, lift the hips, walk it back. And we'll roll it up to stand. Softening the knees as you go, press the floor away. And one more, chin to your chest, peeling down. And walk it all the way out. Bring your shoulders so they're in line with the wrists, coming into that high plank. Lowering the knees or not, coming forward to tippy toes, pressing in. And lift. Take a breather on this one. Stretch it out and then walk it back. Take a little bend in the knees here, roll it up to stand. We're gonna grab a hold of the weights once you come up. Bring your feet so they're about sitting bone width apart. Scoop your belly, navel to spine, shoulders roll onto the back. And take your arms to the sides, slowly release. Make sure your shoulders are stacked over your hips, over your heels. Slow lift, slow down. Control that descent. 3 more. Last one, hold it up here. We're gonna carve out a circle in the air. I wanna think about stabilizing using the abdominals and the shoulder blades here. Carving out that circle for 3. Try and keep the rest of the body still. 2 more. Last one here, reversing that circle, navel drawing to your spine. Standing up tall. Think of the crown of the head lengthening toward the ceiling as the tailbone reaches to the floor. Use your breath. Last 2. And 1. From here, bring the arms forward. We're going to lower the right arm nice and slow. And lift it up, and then the left. Try and keep the wrist long. Try and control this descent. Try not to rock side to side. Toes are spread. Navel's drawing to your spine. You're scooping the belly. And from here, we're going to alternate. So you're going to switch in the air. Nice and easy. Try not to rock side to side. Woo. 4 more. This is it. Here's 3 and 2. Last one. We're going to bring the arms back out. Bend the elbows here. Woo. And then bring it in and open out. So think of the shoulder blades gliding onto your back. Bring your arms parallel, open out. Five more like that. Try and keep your ribs quiet. 4 more. 3. Here's 2. Nice. Last one. And join the wrists and squeeze. We're almost done arms, guys. This is it. 5 more. 4, 3, 2. Last one. We're going to take it down and just come into a bicep curl. So keep the elbows hugging in here. Broaden across your collarbones. Try not to move from your elbow joint. Try not to move your elbow in space, I should say. Squeeze at the top for 5 more. Here's 4. Here's 3. Nice. Tailbone drawing down. Crown of the head reaches up. Last one. And guess what? We're done. Release your weights. You're going to come back to the back of the mat and bring your feet to their about sitting bone width apart. Roll it down. Chin to your chest. And walk it out here. Let's take a little stretch. So stop and down dog. Pedal the feet, bending the knee and straightening the knees. And we'll reach the heels toward the floor. So lifting up to your sitting bones, really actively pressing your hands forward to your plank. We're welcome to lower the knees or elbows drawing in, lower all the way. And then take your hands underneath your shoulders here, press it up, and we'll fold it back into your heels around your spine. Take a little breather. Let your heart rate come back down. We'll walk into the right. As you press into the hands, reach your hips to the left. And walk it through center. Come over to the other side. Pressing into the hands here, reach your hips to the right. Nice. We're going to come onto all fours. So you're welcome to grab your weights from here. The hips and knees are in line. Stack your shoulders and your wrists. And take a weight back behind that right knee. Scoop your belly, drawing your navel into your spine. You're going to lift and come to that hover. So try not to rock it side to side. Keep your head in line with the spine. Just as important, if not more important, is not moving the hips in this. 4 more. Reach. Here's 3. Here's 2. On our last one, hold it up there. It's a small range. We'll pulse that. And from here, we're going to bring that back behind the knee and then reach it out to the side. Back behind the knee, open out. Try not to hike the hip. Try and slow this down so you're not using your momentum. Two more here. On our last one, we're going to hold it up. Small range little pulses. And we're going to circle. So carving out a circle in the air, you're imagining you have a pencil on the end of that knee. Woo! We're going to reverse that circle all the way out and around. There's 2. Try not to let your head hang. Last one. All the way out and around. Take a breather. We're going to switch sides here. So bring it behind your left knee. Draw your foot into your rear. Scoop your belly. Drawing your navel into your spine. You're going to lift. Come to that hover. Make sure you're not rocking side to side here. So none of this. No moving the upper body. You're trying to stabilize here using core, the upper body strength. See if you can use those side waist muscles. Don't rock side to side or forward and back. So you're minimizing all movement, using that to stabilize as you're moving the leg. 3 more. Coming to that hover. Here's 2. On our last one is a pulse. Small range. Little lifts up. And we're going back behind that knee, out to the side. Use your breath. You've got 5 more. Try not to use your momentum here. Lift. Here's 4. 3. On our last one, hold it up here. It's a small range, little pulses. And let's circle it. For 2, try and keep your hips still. 3, 4. Slow it down, guys. And we're gonna reverse that circle. Woo! Get that full range of motion. Woo! Last one. Release it. Take a breather here. So hips to your heels. Take a little rest pose. Rest the foot on that. Release the fingertips long. And then we're going to come to a seat just for a moment. We'll take a stretch of the wrists. So from here, interlace the fingers, bring those heels and palms together, take a couple circles. Ooh. Circling the other way. And then from here, spread the fingers, reach into your hands, get that stretch up into the forearms. You're going to release and take the right fingertips back. And bring them up. And we'll switch, same thing on that left side. Oh, should feel good. Taking that stretch into the wrist, forearm. Up. Nice. Take a little sip of water here. And we'll check the time. Oh, we got plenty. We're gonna come over to our side. So go ahead and line up with the back of your mat. And stack your hips. Make sure you're lined up with the back of your mat. Scoop your belly. Other hand is in front for balance. We're going to point up, flex and resist down. Slow it down. Keep the hips stacked throughout. Flex, resist. 2 more. On this next set, we're going to lift, bring both legs down. So bottom to the top, both legs slow release down. Lift, slow release. Use your exhale. Try not to tense up the head, neck, and shoulders here. For a little more challenge, you can release this leg or arm at your side, on top of your leg. Try and keep your hips stacked. Squeeze. 2 more, and we're going to do a beat at the end of this one. Hold this. From here, lower that bottom leg. We're going to carve out a circle in the air. Try not to tense up your head, neck, and shoulders. Keep your hips still. Woo, slow down. And reverse the circle. Abdominals pulling up and in. So your needles drawing in toward your spine. You're keeping those hips still. You're isolating the leg and the hip socket here. 2 more. On our last one, bring it back behind you. Bend your knee here. Just get this nice quad stretch. So press the quads forward a little. And then we're going to take the bottom knee, bend it in. Take your feet so they're in line with your sitting bones here. Hips are stacked. Imagine you're balancing an apple for the teacher right here. You're going to open, close, keeping that apple where it is. So keep the hips stacked throughout. Little lifts for 4. Woo, it should be burning. 2 more. We're gonna lift it up here, a little pulse, small range. Second set, if you want to, lift the feet away, open, close. So we're getting those medial glutes, yeah, the side butt. These are really important to strengthen. They're helpful for balance, to keep you stabilized. 2 more, and it's a pulse. Now, you can sit this one out, or third set, tap and tap. So you're tapping the knee, tap the toes, tap the knees, tap the toes, tap and tap. Use your exhale. Ooh, it burns. Oh my goodness. Try not to move this top hip. Keep the hip stacked. It's not a huge range. Last one. Release it. Lengthen this leg. Take a little rub here. Nice. We're going to roll over onto the belly from here. And then separate the feet apart here. You can stack one hand on top of the other. Take a little shimmy of the hips. Just release the low back. Releasing any tension. And then from here, you can either bring the inner thighs all the way in together. If you have low back issues, maybe keep an inch or 2 between the feet. We're going to lift and lower. Lift and lower. Squeeze those glutes. On our last one, we're going to hold it up here. This time we're going to open and close, keeping them lifted throughout. Squeeze those inner thighs. Use your exhale. 2 more. Bring them together, and it's beats. Little beats. Small range. Beat, beat, beat for 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Shimmy the hips. And from here, we're going to swing it around and punch the other side, so make sure that other leg's on top. Line up with the back of your mat. Stack your hips. You can bring this hand, kind of bend the elbow, make a little cushion, or you can extend that arm long. This is the most important part. You're not rolling forward or back. Lift up, flex, resist down. Not a real high lift, more about keeping this controlled, keeping the hips stacked throughout. You're lengthening toward that opposite wall. Flex the foot. Reach to the heel. Nice. From here, we're going to do the lift, lift, lower. So lift, lift, slow, lower. Inner thighs stay connected. Bottom coming to meet the top. Try not to tense up the head, neck, and shoulders. 2 more. On our last one, bottom to top, beats. Lower that bottom leg, top leg circles. Make sure you're circling all the way around so you're getting that area back behind you too, not just coming straight back to the midline. Make sure your upper body is staying still. And we're going to reverse. Woo! My goodness, last one. Reach it back, we're gonna take a stretch. And then stack here. So bring your feet so they're in line with the sitting bones. Stack the hips, we're gonna open, close. So it's not a big range. The pelvis is staying the same. Take a peek down. My pelvis is not moving, just this top leg is. And I have to engage my core to keep this all together. Make sure you imagine you're balancing something right here on that top hip. Last one, it's a pulse. Try not to tense up the head, neck, and shoulders. Second set, if you like, elevate your feet. Open, close, just the top leg moving. Medial glutes. Clamshell. Last one, it's a pulse. Woo! So you can take a break or tap and tap. Tap and tap, or sit this third set out. Tap the knee, tap the toes, tap the knee for 4. Ooh, last one. Woo, take a little rub. Oh my goodness. I'm feeling it. Are you? Go ahead and slap it out. You're gonna come onto the belly here, lengthen both legs, stack the other hand on top and just shimmy the hip side to side. Release any tension in that low back, let it go. And we'll take the hands underneath the shoulders. Pressing up, pull back, take your hips to your heels, round your spine, take a little breather here. Oh, should go nice. And we'll take a sip of water. And from here, swing it around, come onto your back. And we're gonna either capture that right foot with, if you have a belt or a yoga strap, or you can use a towel, or you can just take your hands onto your calf here. You can either keep that left knee bent in, or you can lengthen that leg. And then the leg that's up toward the ceiling, try and lengthen that all the way. Take a breath. We'll take the leg out to the right here, and you can take this left hand, kind of use it to press the hip down. If you've got a strap, take that strap to your right hand, hold, and then we're gonna come up to 90 degrees, come about a third of the way over, get that stretch of the outer leg and hip, breathe into that. And then taking that strap into the left hand, or taking your foot or ankle or calf to the left hand, bring it down as far as you can to finish that twist. We'll bring it back to center and peel your upper body away, so forehead to your knee, and then switch. Left leg this time, breathe. And breathe in. As you breathe it out, take your strap into that left hand, or just the hand. Bring into that hip opener, we'll bring it across the body, stretch right here. So about a third of the way across, wherever you feel that stretch, the outer hip and the leg. And then you can bring it over as far as you want, taking that strap or the leg into your right hand. Coming into a twist here if you like. Back to the center, forehead toward your knee. So final hamstring stretch. You can peel the upper body away from your mat, take a breath. And as you exhale, nice and easy, lengthen both legs along onto your mat. Bring your arms out of your sides, so a little bit away from the body, bring your palms to face up. Taking a breath in here, send it all the way down to your toes, and then working your way up, starting at your feet, and just relaxing your way up to your calves. Letting go of any tension you're still holding on to, your thighs, your hips, your back, your belly, your chest, your arms at your sides, all the way up to your shoulders, your neck, your head. And then when you're ready, you can take those arms up overhead. Take a final stretch from your fingers all the way down to your toes. Taking a breath in here, we'll bend the knees in one at a time. Make your way to your side. And then using that upper body strength to press your way up. Come back to a seat. Coming back to where we started. Take a deep breath in. Exhale it out. Growing tall here. One more deep inhale. And exhale the breath. And guess what? We're done. Right on time. Thanks so much, guys. Have a great night. If you're following along with us, we're doing bingo. And we are going to be reopening soon. So we're just waiting until we got it all together and ready for you guys, and it'll be safe. So thanks so much. Thanks, Monique. Bye, Kirsten. Bye, Jean. Thanks, Autumn.
Bye, thank you.
Bye,
Thank you. I appreciate class.
Thank you. Bingo, sis Jane. Jane got bingo. So let me know if you got bingo. Screenshot your board and send it to us. Hey, Lindsay, what's up?
Hi, Meredith. I'm in the dark.
You are in the dark. I can barely see you.
It's not that dark in my room. That's so weird. I look forward to the day where I can keep my screen on and you can see that I'm doing it. But most of the time I'm cursing you, so.
That's okay. You can curse me.
But it was still fun. So thank you.
Good. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
See you later.
Bye. Thanks, Jeanette.